I know you love my ratchet videos because you keep coming back. And guess what? We're going right into the ratchetness. Hee hee. This is my paper cutter and it did break. So I do some wishy-washy Mickey Mouse Mexican shit. And I take my X-Acto knife and I use that to cut because the little cutter on the on the paper cutter broke. So yeah, look at this. Okay, thinking outside the box. I did order a new one from Amazon, so I promise I'll not be ghetto anymore. I have been wanting to use this vinyl since last year. This is actually Yvette's Halloween vinyl from last year, and I freaking have always loved it. But I am just now getting around to using it this year, which is one of the good things about holding on. I hold on to my vinyl just like I hold on to my belly fat, okay? It ain't going nowhere. Obviously, my belly fat has separation anxiety. We're like, 2 in 1. So I'm going to go ahead and I only want to do, I don't think I did half. I think I did just a little bit more than half. I could be wrong. I kind of eyeballed it. You guys know I like to eyeball it because I kind of like to see how it looks as I'm placing it. But I believe I did just a little bit below the halfway line. Now, that white line that you see at the bottom, it's not going to matter, right? Just like if you have a skid mark on your underwear, no one's going to see it. So who cares? Just leave it there, sis. Okay, let it get crunchy. Ew. Sorry. I wish I didn't just say the things that came to my mind. This is why my mom was like, are you sure you want to be on YouTube? Because she knows I say stuff, It just comes out, guys. It's like diarrhea of the mouth. Anyway, so don't worry about that white line because we're going to use our painter's tape and we're going to paint over it. We're going to do black chalk paint. I like to use chalk paint more than anything to prep my tumblers because it dries fast and I'm impatient. I like things to be fast, except Bad Bunny's concert. That I don't want it to be fast, okay? But, wedding nights, anniversary nights, any night when you have to, get your cheeks clapped, I want it to go fast so I can go right back to, I don't know, scrolling Shein, looking at things that will never fit me. Anyway, so once your chalk paint dries, which is going to be really fast because we already talked about the fact that it dries really fast, you're going to take your condiment bottle. And even though I wish I was putting mustard on a hot dog, I'm putting Mod Podge on a tumbler. I'm doing a nice, even, thin coat. Not too thin, but not too thick. Kind of like me. I blacked out, sorry. I'm going to spread it out nice and even like you do on Saturday. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I need to stop this voiceover and start over. Why am I like this? I do a nice thin coat. I spread it nice and even. And then I'm going to take this glitter by Maestra Creations. The name is Witches. It's been one of my favorite glitters since forever. I think she released this glitter forever ago because I've had it forever and I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. Now, I do want to do 2 coats because this is a medium cut. So any glitter that falls off, you're going to have those naked spots in between. So I patted it as flat as possible, let it dry, and then I went in with another generous coat of Mod Podge, sprinkled it around. Now we're going to do the burrito. Okay, just kidding. I fast forwarded. Now we're going to remove our tape. Look at that straight line. If only I could get my eyebrows this straight. That is so nice. Then you're going to take parchment paper that you can get at Walmart, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, not Target, okay? Because everything is more expensive at Target. I'm not a Target girl, okay? I'm a Walmart or a TJ Maxx girl, okay? Walmart is not in my budget. Plus, everything there is brown, like neutrals and browns. Like, I'm not paying overpriced stuff for overpriced stuff that's all brown. Girl, even the baby stuff is all brown. Like, what's up with that? Target ain't for me. So get your parchment paper, not from Target, and then you just kind of roll your tumbler like a burrito to lay that glitter flat. Let it dry, seal it like you would seal any glitter. I went in with 40 mLs of epoxy to get a nice and thick coat. And then I very lightly sanded it, okay? I'm talking very lightly. And then I took some washi tape. Guys, I love washi tape because it keeps me from having to use my Cricut. So any time that I can reduce my Cricut usage, I will. So I like to use washi tape. Now here's a little tippity tip, and not the kind you're going to get tonight. I like to double wrap my washi tape around my tumbler because it can be a little bit translucent. So if you're putting over a dark base and you want it to be bright orange, just wrap it around twice to get that vibrancy. And then I did a skinnier piece of washi tape on top, black. I like it. I don't know. I'm loving the vibes here. I knew that I wanted the bottom of my tumbler to be crazy. I knew that I wanted it to have a whole bunch of crap just like my burgers, right? Like just keep adding to it, add everything to it. I knew that I wanted it to have texture and lots of different things going on. So I went in with my transfer foil paper from Two Moms Craft Shack. Haters would say that I'm not the third mom, but I am. So let's just call them Three Moms Craft Shack. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my sausage fingers and just press it down nice and good. Don't forget the bottom. Meow. And then look at that when I peeled. Do you see that? Look at that. Perfect. Stop it. It's beautiful. Also, I do have an affiliate discount code and a discount link for Two Moms Craft Shack, which I'll put in the description for you. This is my first time sharing it. How exciting. Plus, they are a wonderful business to support. Okay, I sound like an infomercial. Moving right along. Also, guys, like genuinely, they are my friends and they are very nice people, okay? I do not share a lot of discount codes with you. As a matter of fact, if you go back to all my YouTube videos, you won't really see that many discount codes or anything like that because I only like to affiliate with products and companies and, you know, values I believe in. So if you look through my stuff, I actually don't have very many discount codes. So when I do share one, just know it's poppin'. Like this booty. Okay, sorry, moving on. Now I'm going to go ahead and tack it and paint tiny little, you know, bursts here and there. And then I'm going to wait for it to completely get clear because that means it's dry. You can use your heat gun to help it along. And then once it's dry, it's going to be tacky because it's tack it. And then you're just going to put your foil transfer sheets over that. Okay. And then press it down, and you can even go back and add a little bit of heat. Actually, it's recommended that you add a little bit of heat over that just to help it come off a little bit easier. And then when you peel it off, voila. Is it voila with a V or a W? Like, is it voila or voila? I don't know. I barely know how to speak English. I'm barely here legally, okay? For legal purposes, that is a joke. I live on a military base. I swear I'm here legally now. Okay. Now, I'm going to repeat the exact same process, almost, but I'm going to use foil flakes now. Foil flakes are a little more annoying, okay? They're kind of like herpes. You get them everywhere, and then you can't really get rid of it. Like, once it's on there, okay? It's kind of like when you go to Vegas. Not everything stays in Vegas. Not if you're a cochina. Not if you're a sucia. You're bringing some shit back with you. That's kind of how foil flakes are. They will go up your nostrils. Somehow they'll get in your butt crack. I don't know. They'll just go everywhere. So you need to be very careful, okay? And here's my final result so far. Now to add even more, right? Just keep adding like a buffet. Take your plate and just keep adding a little bit of everything. Even if you throw up, it's fine. I'm adding teeny tiny itty bitty little leopard spots. I just think they're adding like a vazam, zhazhazhoom, a certain je ne sais quoi. I really like how they look. And I like too because I used the same vinyl for my tiny little leopard spots that I'm using for my decal, which says Spooky Babe. I know I'm basic. Please let me be basic. It just makes my heart happy, okay? I did Spooky Babe. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, which hopefully you have because that'll mean you're loyal, then you know I like to stand up my tumblers when I apply my decals. It always helps me get it on straight. I don't want to brag, but patting myself on the back. It's just very, very helpful when your tumbler is laying straight up. So then, because I'm extra and I wanted more, I took my acrylic markers. I'm telling you right now, if you are not adding dots to your pens, your everything with acrylic markers, what have you been doing with your life, queens and kings? So I am adding neon orange dots all over. And then I went in and added white dots everywhere. The good thing about acrylic paint is it dries fast, but still, watch your greasy hands. Try not to smudge them. Let them dry. And once they're dry, you're good to go with epoxy. You do not need to seal it with anything. You're good to go. I just wanted the bottom to be very busy and crazy and over the top and just have a little bit of everything in there. So that's why I decided to go in with the dots and fill in those gaps. I was going to say something really dirty, but I'm not going to because I already feel like I'm on the verge of getting kicked out of YouTube forever. So I'm just going to zippity zoodah, zang dang dang. All right. Now I decided to go in with an aguacate green. I don't know what green this is, okay? But it looks like avocado green. Look how pretty it looks once I get the epoxy on it. Look at the hollow shift on that heat transfer foil paper. Goodbye. That is freaking gorgeous. Shut the front door right now. That is so beautiful. Gosh dang it. I'm so good. It gets tiring to be this good. Like, I just want to be average, but I can't. She's a beauty queen just like you. Leave me a comment. I love to read them, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Besitos.